How many times have you said following to yourself? If I don't score 100 in maths, I'm a total failure. My son is ill mannered because I am a bad mother. I must do well in my exam. Looking at my dress, she must be thinking how awfully dressed I am. These are all tricks that our mind plays with us. These thought patterns fuel our negative thinking and blocks our positive thinking. These are thoughts that we fight with every day. Today we'll discuss a few cognitive distortions that we should know about, but before that, let's see a glimpse of how cognitive distortions can take away our happiness.
Okay, so you guys are upset because the collider thing disproved your theories?
It's worse than that. It hasn't found anything in years, so we don't know if we're right, we don't know if we're wrong, we don't know where to go next.
All I know is it looks like I tongue-kissed Avatar.
Come on, you guys are physicists. Okay, you're always gonna be physicists. And sure, sometimes the physics is hard, but isn't that what makes it boring?
Hey, we're here. What's going on?
Okay, as far as I can see, science is dead because Leonard killed it. And I don't know who the Romulans are, but those guys know how to party.
So what do you want us to do?
I don't know, you're scientists, cheer them up.
Cheer them up? Do you even know what a scientist is?
But we don't need to be cheered up. It just turns out that physics is exactly like Lost. Started out great and turns out just a big old waste of time.
Who? You know what you sound like? Babies. Two whiny babies. There's nothing worse than being stuck with two whiny babies. Oh. Oh my God, I'm gonna have two babies. No, babies are great. You're lucky to have two babies. I mean, look at me. I'm all alone. I'm never gonna have babies. Because you can't make a baby watching Netflix with your dog.
Picking out a single negative detail and dwelling on it exclusively while ignoring the positive so that your vision of reality becomes darkened, like the drop of ink that discolors a beaker of water. For example, you may receive many positive comments for an event that you organized, but one critical comment make you stuck and you ignore all the positive stuff. Overgeneralization is defined as taking a single or a few selected negative experiences and making them universal or expecting them to be true forever. A person may see a single unpleasant event as a part of never-ending pattern of defeat, using statements with always, never, everybody, nobody, all of them, none of them is overgeneralization. You take all the blame on yourself, trying to be perfect for everyone. You believe others are behaving negatively because of you, without considering any alternative explanation. This leads to guilt, shame, and feeling of inadequacy. Thinking of everything in absolute terms, everything is either black or white, and there is no gray area. Anything less than perfect is not acceptable, and a setback is a complete failure for them. This involves negative thoughts of what the other person is thinking about you. We have a belief that we already know what the other person is thinking, and thus we don't make an effort to listen to them. Discounting the positive. Let's check out this clip.
No, I think that's why it's funny. A cat can't talk.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think it would say bay this much.
Hey, nice shirt, man.
Oh, no, this shirt's ridiculous.
Come on. Nice watch.
Makes my wrist look small.
Cool pen.
Looks cool, writes poorly.
Awesome pants.
They're aggressively normal.
Just take the compliment.
I will when I deserve it!
You insist that your accomplishments or positive qualities don't count, and hence you reject positive experiences by insisting they don't count. For example, I haven't done anything special. Anyone could have done it. Discounting the positive takes the joy out of life and makes you feel inadequate and unrewarded. Identifying yourself with one negative trait can be termed as labeling. For example, you label yourself as boring. You think others think that too. Because of that, you become conscious of yourself and start withdrawing from people, and thus you reconfirm the label to yourself. I must do well in my exams. Since I'm polite with everyone, so everyone should behave well with me. A should statement directed towards others make you feel anger, while a should statement directed towards you make you feel guilty. You assume that your negative necessarily reflect the way things really are. For example, I'm angry. This proves I'm being treated unfairly. Or I feel like an idiot. So I really must be one. Magnification or minimization, also known as binocular trick. Here, you exaggerate or reduce the importance of any event. Like when, on a small mistake, you feel like you have spoiled the whole project. Or in a conversation, you exaggerate something unimportant and it creates a fight. Fortune telling refers to the tendency to make conclusions and predictions based on little or no evidence and holding them as gospel truth. For example, I'm still single, I will never find true love in my life. Let's see another example of fortune telling.
भाई ये सारे पेपर्स असली हैं या माल खिला विला के बनवा लिए हैं?
एकदम असली हैं जी।
देखो भाई नकली हुए तो फिर दो बातें होंगी, या तो आपका स्कूल खुलेगा या तो नहीं खुलेगा। खुलेगा कहाँ से? और नहीं खुला तो दो बातें होगी, या तो आप पर नकली प्रूफ पेश करने का मुकदमा चलेगा या तो नहीं चलेगा। नहीं चला तो ठीक, मगर मुकदमा चला तो दो बातें होंगी, या तो आपको सजा होगी या तो नहीं होगी।
Okay, so you guys are upset because the collider thing disproved your theories?
It's worse than that. It hasn't found anything in years, so we don't know if we're right, we don't know if we're wrong, we don't know where to go next.
All I know is it looks like I tongue-kissed Avatar.
Come on, you guys are physicists. Okay, you're always gonna be physicists. And sure, sometimes the physics is hard, but isn't that what makes it boring?
Hey, we're here. What's going on?
Okay, as far as I can see, science is dead because Leonard killed it. And I don't know who the Romulans are, but those guys know how to party.
So what do you want us to do?
I don't know, you're scientists, cheer them up.
Cheer them up? Do you even know what a scientist is?
But we don't need to be cheered up. It just turns out that physics is exactly like Lost. Started out great and turns out just a big old waste of time.
Boo-hoo! You know what you sound like? Babies. Two whiny babies. There's nothing worse than being stuck with two whiny babies. Oh. Oh my God, I'm gonna have two babies. No, babies are great. You're lucky to have two babies. I mean, look at me. I'm all alone. I'm never gonna have babies. Because you can't make a baby watching Netflix with your dog.